Hey everybody, we're back at camp again. Today's April 24th, Saturday. Um, I decided, looking at the forecast, that we can throw some water in the camper and have running water again without fear of any of the lines freezing up. I think coldest night in the next 10-day forecast they're calling is like 35, 38, but that's the lowest one, and every other one is in the 40s. So I think we finally broke out of the freezing temperatures for the year. So a few things I got to do before I put water in. This is the hot water tank. This is a big drain plug. I already kind of started it back in there. I got to tighten it up with a wrench. And under the camper there's some low point drain valves that hang under there. I'm trying to see if I could show you without crawling under there quite yet. I think under the back here is easy to see. Oh, right here. These two guys. There's one for hot, one for cold. And then there's one up closer to the front that I think is, pretty sure it's for the tank. Drains it's like a 40-gallon, holding tank. So we're gonna crawl under there, get those closed, tighten up that plug on the hot water tank. And it's just a matter of putting water in. Connection's right here. I got my hose, and I gotta get my little 12-volt pump out of the camper, and I got my deep cell battery in the truck. We'll just hook it up to that valve and let it go. Elevation almost will take care of this for me, but the pump will do it a little faster. So alright, I'm gonna go around and take care of that stuff, and we'll get pumping here in a little bit. Alright, we got it flowing. Pump's running. A little leak there, but I leave everything that I just slide it together. A little leak like that really doesn't matter. I got about 100 gallons of water. The tank here, the camper, I'm pretty sure is around 40 gallons. So we got water flowing. So I got the plug tightened up here, all the valves underneath closed. We'll let that tank fill up. Once the tank's filled up, I'll be able to start the pump inside the camper, to pressurize all the lines, and that's going to be that'll be the time we find out if I winterize this thing right. Hopefully, we got all the water out of this thing before winter. I don't have any lines that froze and cracked, so well, we'll see. I'll let you know when we get this thing filled up. Alright, so far so good. My plug there. The hot water tank's not leaking. I was only nervous because I didn't use more Teflon tape. It's still filling. We've put about, about 25 to 30 gallons in so far. I went in and run the pump, filled the hot water tank, ran all the air out of everything, every faucet turned on and off. Make sure we don't have any air in the lines still, and once all the air is out, if it's gonna leak, you'll see it. There's no hiding it at that point. I got a little air in there still, but not much. So that's running good. Running good. I checked all the drains. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see in here, but Checked all around the hot water tank, no leaks there. So I call it a win. I think it worked out well. And really the camper is set up with those low point drains under the camper to really just take care of itself. You open up those valves, you let the water out of the hot water tank, and it should all run out. If your camper is sitting level, it all kind of gravity feeds down to those points. So not too bad. The big thing you got to remember is to put some antifreeze in the traps of all the sinks and the tub and stuff, because any water that's still left in there, if it's there when it starts to freeze, those will definitely crack. So anyway, that went well. I think we're gonna go out and get back to the trees out by my tree stand. Now that we got the tractor running, we can use that. I'll take the tractor out. I'll leave the scoop on because I'll stack any wood that I cut in there. Not that it holds a lot. I was going to use the trailer on the tractor, but I did not bring the sides down with me that I have for that, which was a little frustrating because pretty much everything we cut today would have probably fit on that trailer, or pretty close. The other thing, my brother has a log splitter. It was my dad's, and I was going to fit that on the trailer last night and bring it over to split the pile we got over there and any of the new wood that I bring over, but it didn't fit on my little trailer. It's a 5x10 trailer. The axle was a little bit wider than that on the wood splitter. So I know my splitter at home fits on this trailer, so I'll probably just bring that down maybe next weekend or the next time I'm down. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. So anyway, I'm gonna let this finish filling up, and then I'll grab the saw and everything, get the tractor running, and we'll head out and start, cutting some firewood. I've got almost 2 cord of wood. There's 2 rows there, but you never know. I plan on having a lot of campfires out here this year, so we could go through that much wood. So we'll get more ready, and if we have extra, then nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go get to work. All right, time to get to work. Tractor fired right up, even though it was a kind of a cooler night. Got gas, oil, and saw. We'll take a little ride out to where the tree stand is. Take the scenic route. Throw the brush hog on again today. I gotta come and cut some of this up too. That's some of the first stuff we dropped when we were clearing, so I might bring the brush hog out again and widen up the trail over here where it's a little thicker. This is looking good. The grass is all coming in already, so as soon as that gets up a few inches, we'll cut that too. Seeing more green on things. It's kind of nice. Yeah, through here I think making this a little wider makes sense for the four-wheeler it's good, but the tractor might need a little bit more clearance, and that trailer's probably the same width as the tractor. I'm hitting stuff on the sides of the wheels, so. Still need to decide where to put the brush. I think I'm going to drag it up behind those pine trees, although it's a further ways up there. At least get the chunks moved, pull the tractor in, start loading some of this up. But I'm trying to, tree stands there. I'm trying to think of a spot where the brush won't stop the deer. You know, I don't think anywhere really down in here. Originally I was thinking there just because it was going to be easy, but I think that's a bad idea because the deer travel there. I don't want to stop them from coming in here. The deer do come in this upper area here, but not like they do down in the pine trees. So I think think what I'm going to do is drag them around this first little maple and in here. Because I can't, from the stand, I can't really see past these pine trees anyway. So even if deer are back there, there's nothing I can do about it. So might as well put them there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It'll be a little more work dragging up there, but oh well, we'll get it done. Alright, it actually dumped out good. We lost a few along the way. Not sure where. Well, I know one's right there. But it worked out well. I didn't have to double handle it to get it off there. All right, we're gonna take a little break, go get some food for today, and then we'll get back out there cutting. All right, change of plan. Sick of making all these little trips. I'm going to attempt to use the little trailer. I'm gonna have to make some makeshift sides for it. I got the little pockets here. I think I'll cut some square notches, out of a piece of log and just pop them down in there. I think they have a bottom. Yeah, there's like a bottom lip in there. So they should stay put, and I'll probably put some logs up against the side so then we can stack wood in the middle. That'll hold at least, I don't know, 3 of those or more, depending on how hard we want to make it on the first trip. I have some boards back at camp. I didn't think about it until I was halfway out here, but I could make those posts out of some just pieces of this maple and then screw the boards to it and make some like legit sides. So we may just do a nice easy load first and then see how that works, and if it works out okay, I'll just get some boards and make some sides. All right, this is what I come up with. Let's cut these so they fit in the pocket. Put a flat side on the inside in case I want to screw some boards to it. It'll sturdy it up a little bit. I do have sides for this, so that's why I don't want to go crazy. I didn't remember to bring them with me this weekend. But I just put a log on each side. I'm just gonna stack what wood will fit in between. I'm not gonna go high, but it'll keep the round logs from rolling off at least. So we'll get this thing loaded up and see how it goes on the ride back.
Alright, I'd say this is a good little test load, because obviously it's not like I'm using a ball on the tractor. So we'll see how this pulls around. It's definitely, I'd say 3 of those scoops of wood, if you count the long poles on the edges. So, and the pile is definitely dwindling down. I gotta start pulling a bunch of branches so I can get to the bigger stuff that's still underneath. And we got all these stumps to deal with still. But anyway, it's lunchtime. This fat guy needs a break and some fuel. So we'll take this back and then we'll get some lunch. Well, I don't think that worked too bad. Trailer chased us a little bit down the hill, but the way it's hooked up in here, it's good enough. I think for a makeshift setup here, I'm fine with that. So, only downfall is I have to offload it by hand, but no big deal. We're gonna have a good little pile of wood here by the time we're done. Probably brought another cord of wood up here between the piles and this. not too bad. All right, it's lunchtime. Well, I wish I had a little more video to go with that. That day, I went and had some lunch, went back out for a minute to try to do some more cutting, and I just was not feeling good. I ended up laying down and sleeping for a couple hours. No idea what the problem was, but I was fine. I got up later, putzed around a little bit around the camper, picked some things up around there, and that was really it. So I didn't get any more footage just because of, not feeling well. So, but I'd say you had enough anyway of all the, the wood cutting. We got the trailer set up, and I'm recording this little outro. I think it's August 12th today. Finally getting this video edited and hopefully put up here very soon. But yeah, I haven't brought down the sides for the trailer yet. This summer's kind of gotten away from me a little bit, and haven't really been down to camp a lot. We had vacation, 4th of July. I'm actually sitting in the car as my wife's in getting something similar to LASIK, having her eyes fixed up so she doesn't need her glasses anymore. So I'm waiting for her to come out of there, getting this thing edited. But yeah, the summer's been good. It's just been busy. So I know I have some more footage of work that I've done since then. So hopefully that'll be on the next video. I've got what I'm hoping turns out to be a good video. We rented an excavator to do some work at camp, so that'll be coming up before too long too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry this one was cut short, and we'll see you on the next one.